Okay, YouTube, this is another helpful video for Minecraft, and I'm here today to show you how to use the Algebrator. For those of you who have algebra questions and algebra problems, I'm going to help you out the best way I can. I use this myself for math, and I'm going to use it for math. It's great. It's better than using a calculator if you know how to use it. Most people won't show you how to use it because they're scared. They don't want you to get grades like they do. Most colleges and schools nowadays require you to learn how to use a calculator, and if you didn't learn how to use the Texas Instrument Calculator, algebra calculator in high school, you're really not going to know how to use it because the teacher had to show you how to use that. So I'm here today to show you how to use the Algebrator and some of these equation things here, and then you can learn the rest of it yourself or go online and learn it from somebody who's better than me. But I'm here to show you how. Okay, now say you have one-step equations with integers, okay? And you didn't know how to answer v minus 10 equals negative 9. Or v minus 10 equals negative 3. Okay, with the Algebrator, you type in v, okay? Okay, negative v minus, okay, v minus 10 equals, okay, a negative 9. Okay, v minus 10 equals a negative 9. Okay, great. Now you're like, okay, what do I do next, Lionel? Okay, what you got to do next is you got to go to solve all, okay? So once you press solve all, it'll solve the problem for you. And it says v equals 1, okay? Negative 10 minus negative 9 is negative 1, so v equals 1, okay? Now if you go down on this expression page, down to the answer, you have a 1. Okay, now v minus 10 equals a negative 3. You type it in the same way that you see it here, okay? So we do another page, v minus, you go new, okay? v minus 10 was v minus 10 equals a negative 3, right? Equals a negative 3. Okay, great. Now, again, you go right here to solve all. And if you look at it, it says v equals 7. V equals 7. So as you can see, this answers the questions the way you need them. And it'll come out the same way it is on there. This is the algebra, just like a super math calculator. Instead of using those little calculators, they go error. This won't do that, okay? Now, we can get into the harder equations, which I'm going to search for. And some of you can do this by hand. Negative 8 equals a negative 16 plus. And, but we get into the harder ones like 21 equals x over 18. So we're going to try that, okay? Now, with the Algebrator, okay, what you want to do, okay, is type in a new page, okay? And it says 21 equals x over 18. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to type that in. Type the word 21, type the number 21, okay? Then you get your equal sign. Okay, type your equal sign. Okay, now you type your equal sign. Now what you need to do is put in the fraction sign. That's this sign here. That's the fraction sign. So you click it. And you put an X on the top. See this little gray box here? You click it. Type the number 18. Okay, so it's 21 equals x over 18, the same way it is there, right? Now you type solve. And what does it say? X equals 378. X equals 378. It gives it to you. It shows you the math. It shows you how everything is broke down. X equals 378. Okay? And this is the Algebrator. This is what I'm, advertising for you to show you how to get these answers right here. Okay, now I'm going to go back to CUDA software. Let me see if I can find something else here to show you. Multi-step equation. Okay, these, okay. 6a plus 5a equals a negative 11. Now, say you got a multi-step equation that came up somewhere in your math. You're like, oh, man, I don't remember how to do this stuff here, okay? I'm panicking. Don't panic. The Algebrator will help you, okay? Again, grab your Algebrator. Click new page, okay? Type in 6a, okay, plus, use the plus sign, shift, plus, okay? Just gotta make sure your cursor's there. Okay, shift plus, okay? 5a, you don't need any spaces, 5a, okay? Equals, right? A negative 11. Negative 11, okay? Now you don't type in the problem, and this is the problem here, okay? Now what you do is you press solve all, and it shows you all of the steps to solve it. 6a plus 5a equals negative 11. 6 and 5 is 11. 11a equals negative 11. 11a over 11 equals a negative 11 over 11. Okay? Now, if you look at the answer in the page, it says a negative 1. Negative 11 over 11 is a negative 1. Exactly. Negative 1. Okay. So that is the answer. So what we'll do is we'll go new. We'll grab another one. Okay? And that'll be negative 6n plus 2n equals 16. Should be a negative 2. Okay? So what we do is we grab our little algebrator. We go here. And we go negative 6n. So we type in the negative sign. Again. Negative 6n minus 2n equals, right, 16. Again, you go to solve all, and you see n equals a negative 2. Same thing, n equals negative 2. So as I showed you before, you type this in correctly as I showed you, and it'll show you all the steps that you have to write down. Now say you have to show your work. You just write down negative 6n minus 2n equals 16. Negative 8n equals 16. 8n over 8 equals negative 16 over 8. N equals negative 2 to the fourth power and negative 2 to the third power. N equals a negative, parentheses, 2 to the fourth power minus 3. Minus the third power, okay? In parentheses, and then the answer is n equals a negative 2. N equals a negative 2. You write it down the same way you see it on the algebrator, and you won't have a problem with it. And this is the trial version. For those of you who want to buy it, it's not expensive. You know, money is not as scarce as it used to be back in the day, so you guys can go out there and buy this. It won't be a problem for you to buy it. You don't have to be a super math whiz, so don't feel bad if you have to use a calculator, because I'm not a super math whiz, and I'm not trying to be one. I like to write, you know, as my science teacher told me, if you want to learn how to write, you want to write stories and poetry, you can't be a math guy. You know, math people can't write stories. Now, if you got a brainiac math guy, ask him to sit there and write you a story. I'll tell you, it's going to be totally impossible. I can't write stories because you use half your brain to save numbers, dude. Okay? Use a calculator, children. For all of you who out there who follow Minecraft, excuse my mumbling, please use a calculator if you want to be a poet or a rapper or something like that. I mean, lots of guys can do math, but they're not going all crazy with it when it comes to this right here. You know, all the steps to do math. No, you got to study this stuff and only study math, okay? You can't have math and then English and then science and all that stuff. No, I'm a science, poetry, you know, chemist, all that stuff all in one, except for that math. I don't go that far with math. I use a calculator when it comes to this squiggly, diggly, parentheses, negative 4 to the third power type stuff, okay? So use a calculator and you'll love it, okay? It's called the Algebrator. I'm being down to earth with you here, okay? Now, let's see. There's other problems out here that gets even harder. Like the 30 equals negative 5, parentheses, negative 6n plus 6, parentheses, okay? It says a negative 2. So we're going to do that with the Algebrator. Again, go to a new sheet, slide it over to the side, okay? 30, okay, equals, slide it up, 30 equals a negative 5, okay? A negative 5, parentheses, so we shift, parentheses, 6n plus 6. Shift plus 6. 6n plus 6. Okay, 5. Okay, again, solve all. Should be a negative 2. N equals a negative 2. Catching my drift here? You see it shows you all the steps you had. That's too many steps to remember. 30 equals a negative 5 times 6n plus 6, okay? And then it says 30 equals a negative 5 times 6n plus 5 times 6. So it's 30 equals a negative 30n plus 30, okay? Then it says 60 equals a negative 30n. 30n over 30 equals a negative 60 over 30, okay? N equals a negative 2 squared times 3 times 5. N equals negative 2 times 3 times 5. And then it says n equals a negative 2 to the second power minus 1. N equals negative 2. Great. N equals negative 2. Voila! You got it all right. And it shows all the steps to you. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful software. Like one of the best in the world is Algebrator. I mean, the best is Algebrator. I mean, the best. I passed my math in college and got flying grades in it, The best. And it does calculus. It does other problems too, okay? Let's see. Let's see if we can find something else in here. I mean, that was a very hard one to do. Let's see. Let's try Let's try this number 22. So we go new, okay? And it's a negative 8. So you go negative 8 parentheses. Negative 8x again. Negative 8x minus 6. Okay. Now you want to go outside the parentheses right here. So you're going to click it. Okay. Then you want to press the equal sign. Equals 6x. Okay. Minus 22. Looks the same as it looks on the page, right? Okay, we're all set. Now, solve all. You go down, it says x equals a negative 35 over 29. That's wrong. Something we did wrong. A negative 8 and a negative 8x minus 6 equals a negative 6x minus 22. This should be a negative 1. Let's see why that came out wrong. Okay, let's see. Negative 8. Then we could do a parentheses here. They have a parentheses here, right here. So you click that. Negative 8x. You backspace, and it might. Okay, yeah, backspace. So it's negative 8. Okay. Negative 8, and then another negative 8x. Okay. Minus 6. Equals 6x. Negative 6x. Okay, equals a negative 6x. Minus 22. Negative 6x minus 22 should equal 1. Solve all. There we go. We typed it up wrong. X equals a negative 1. X equals a negative 1. So as you see, all you have to do is type the equation the same way you see it on the page, and it'll come out correct. And like I said, the Algebrator, you got to sit home and learn how to use it before you actually try to rock with it, in college or, on your math class. Actually learn how to use it. Okay, there's other ways to answer these questions that I can show you, to help you with your math, things like that, okay? Like I said, the Algebrator is great software to use. Okay, let's try another one. Let's look up another type of math here. Let's see. Let's see. Inequalities. Graphing variable inequalities. X is less than inequalities in the graph. So let's see if we can do that on here. Let's see. Let's see. We're inside the wizard. Now they have something called a wizard. And that's completion of squares, composed functions, conversion of units. You know, you could do different things like divide functions, equation of a circle passing through 3 points. And if you click it, it'll show you how to actually type in everything you need. Equation of a parabola using its focus directions. Okay, so we're gonna type new. Figure out why. So you probably won't be able to do that on here. M is greater than -2. So this right here, we wouldn't really need the algebraitor for it anyway. E is greater than -1 and 1/2. If you went online, like right now, if I showed you inequalities in their graph, so inequality calculator online, let me see. I used to do it in college all the time. You gotta really get into it and save yourself. To save yourself when that happens, go right on over here. You get the inequality calculator, okay? And inequality calculator math pop up. And what you do is you go right back to this tutoring page I got here, okay? And you take this inequality and you copy it, okay? Okay, and you go right back over to the inequality calculator, and you Control V. Okay, let's go in. So we got x is less than or greater than 1. I don't see less than or greater than 1. Okay. Let's see. 1. It's not going to put it up there. Type for less than or equal to. Here's an example. Where x plus 3 is less than or equal to 3. Okay. 2x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so it's, what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll say x is less than 1. Okay. Let's see. So we go. X is less than 1. Okay. Now, if you go in here and you look at number 1, the answer would be x is less than or equal to 1. So x is less than or equal to 1. So x is less than or equal to 1. So you go over to the 1, and anything from beyond 1 and back, x could be that number. So calculate it. It shows up on the graph. And they're graphs. Okay, it's inequality graph calculator. Let's try inequality graph calculator. And I got to show you this now. Graph. Inequality calculator graph. Okay. Alright, well, math problem solver. Okay, now we type in x is less than 1. So it goes x less than 1. Okay. And what we do is, oh, there it goes. Here, see right here. You would need you need to go to inequalities, graph, calculator, graph, and that will show you this right here. Okay. Always type what the question says. Inequalities in the graph. So inequality graph calculator. Okay. And then you type in x is less than 1. The same way you see it. The same symbols. Okay. So you type in x. Go down here. Less than 1. Okay. Solve. And look. Same thing. 1 all the way back to 8 is the answer. Now if you look at the sheet, 1 all the way back. Again, m is greater than a negative 2, right? You go back here. And this is if you can't get it with the Algebrator. You jump outside of that thing and you go somewhere else, buddy. Okay? And listen to me. You jump outside of it and you go somewhere else. Listen to the line on here. M is greater than negative 2. You'll thank me when you get older. M is greater than negative 2. So you say M, right? Greater than, right? A negative 2. You're right there and you say solve. Go right down and it shows you from 2 on over to 8. And if you go back here, it shows you from 2 on over to 8. Understand? So you just go right here and you get your red marker and you take it all the way across. And that's how you would use, the Algebrator or these online functions that I'm showing you to get your math equations written up, okay? Let's try another one. No matter what, we're going to answer those questions. You hear me? Okay, let's see. This is how I'm training you to get these done. And any teacher will tell you he's showing you right, because you can't get your math wrong. You got to get your grade. You're paying all that, all that money to get your degrees and all that stuff you need to get that right. Even your mother and your father tell you, learn that stuff there. It's good stuff. It's too late to go out there and get teachers to teach you. We got COVID and stuff out there. Most people's brains ain't operating correctly now. I'm trying to show you something good, okay? Now, let's see. Graphing inequalities. One-step inequalities by adding and subtracting. Let's see. Now, I don't want to do any more of those. I showed you how to solve those all day. No problem. Let's see. It's called multiple. One-step equation word problems. No, we're not going to do those. Let's see. Let's see. Triangles. Oh, we don't have that function on there. Let's see. It solves it, but I don't think you really have to know what I really have to know what I'm doing. I'm going to show you the easy ones, okay? This is something, to start out with. And when it comes to the area of triangles and stuff, I can show, like I said before, you go right to that page, and you go right online, and you ask for something, and it'll give it to you and show you how to get it, okay? That's what you do. You go to one of those calculators and do it. You don't know how to use the Algebrator that good. Nobody out there is a super at the Algebrator, but the maker, okay? Let's see. One-step inequalities by multiplying. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave out a pre-algebra. We're gonna go infinite algebra 1, okay? And combining like terms. There we go. And negative 6k plus 7k. Combining like terms. Okay. Let's see if we get something a lot harder. So what I want to show you that's a lot harder. Distributive property. No, not this one. What I want to really show you guys. We gotta find it. Let's see. Special case. Here we go. Okay, negative 16b squared minus 40b plus 25. Okay, now, on the Algebrator, this is the one I'm talking about, right here. Okay? Now, on the Algebrator, you would type in 16b squared, right? And you would go immediately, you would go and grab that. So what you would do is you would type 16b, and it will automatically put it in parentheses. And then you would type this right here. Up top, you would type in your square, your number 2. And you automatically get it wrong. And I'm like, well, how? You like, well, where are we going to get the square sign from without the parentheses? You can do it right now. If you even have it, like, yeah, I never understood that part. I would type in the 16b and it would throw it in parentheses and put the square. Well, I'm here to show you, buddy. It's a lot easier, okay? So what you would do is, you would type in the 16b, you will hold down the shift key, hit the 6 key, and type in the 2. 16b squared, right? Ain't that better? Again, 16, right? B, shift key, the number 6, hold down the shift key, click the number 6, press the number 2. 16b squared, right? Okay, let's solve it. Click it so it goes right in the front like I just did. Let's get this solved. Minus, okay, minus 40b, 40b plus 25. Shift plus 25. Okay? Now, most of you are like, oh, okay, now I got this equation finally written up correct. I can do it. You could have been did it. I'm Lionel. I'm here to help you. Okay? This is Mind Crop. I'm here to crop your mind now. Okay? Solve all. It shows you all the steps here, you know? And you're looking like, well, what's the answer? We're going to show you. You go down, and it'll be... Let's see what the answer is. It'll be... What number is that? Number 3, 16b. So we go down, and it says 1, 2, number 3, 16b to be 4b minus 5 squared. In the algebrator, 4b minus 5 squared. There goes the answer. 4b minus 5 squared. Ain't that something? And you got all of it there, sitting on the page, waiting for you. Just for you. As you can see, this is the whole problem. And there it goes. 16b minus 40b plus 25 is 4b minus 5 squared. She answered it correct, as long as you write it correct. As long as you write that up correct, she'll answer it correctly. That's the algebrator. And most people are like, wow, you know, oh, okay, well, you know, now I know, you know, and you look like, well, all I had to do was just hold down the shift key and hit the 6 key. And that'll angle you up to a power. So you can take it to the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 126th power, whatever they have up there. Minus 40b plus 25. And you'll get the answer, 4b minus 5 squared. Okay? Now, I'm going to do another problem. Okay? And let's try another one. So let's try n to the 4th minus 100. Now, most of you will grab that and say n to the 4th minus 100. Okay. So you say n. And then you click this little number right here. Or you could use that. So in this case, we'll click that. We'll go n. And you just click right here. 4. Right? And you double click in the front. Okay? Minus 100. So we're doing this way. N to the 4th minus 100. Yes. N to the 4th. Okay? Minus 100. Okay? Now you go to solve all. And if you look, n squared minus 10, parentheses n squared plus 10. N squared minus 10, parentheses n squared minus 10. You see n squared plus 10, n squared minus 10. And you go to the algebrator, and she's pulling up the same thing. But it's backwards. And it's n cubed. Into the 4th minus 100. Okay? And it says n squared in parentheses times 2 to the 2nd power minus 10 minus 10 to the second power. And then it says n squared minus 10, n squared plus 10. N squared plus 10, n squared minus 10. Why is it backwards? We're going to try and do it different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go new, okay? And you type in n shift the 6 key to the fourth, double click in the front of it, minus 100. Okay? Minus 100. Solve all. And it's still giving it to us backward. N squared minus 10, n squared plus 10. So it probably isn't a wrong or right way to put this. But in the question, it says n to the fourth minus 100. You would see this answer on the page: n squared plus 10, n squared minus 10. And you got n squared minus 10, n squared plus 10. You will automatically know which one to get right here. I don't know why it comes out wrong, but we got to check the next question. And it should come out backward again. Let's try k to the fourth minus 36. So we go new. Then we go k, shift, the 6 key, 4, k to the fourth minus 36. Okay, let's see if we can get this one. Minus 36. Okay. K to the fourth minus 36. Okay. And let's see, solve. And it says, yeah, k squared minus 6, k squared plus 6. Okay, whatever type of calculator they used in that college, or however way that they solve it, it comes out backwards for them, and it comes out this way. So the Algebrator does it correct. So it's k squared minus 6, k squared plus 6. So what you do is you look at the answer, and you match it up with the answer that they have on the screen. And you just switch it around. Now that you know you have to switch it around, you automatically know k squared plus 6, k squared minus 6. Oh, this is what Lionel showed me on the Algebrator. It types it out backward, but the answer is that. You got the answer no matter what, you know? That's why I said learn how to use it before you actually go, splurging like I did. And I just used it in one, but, most of my questions were wrong sometimes. And it's because I typed it in wrong. So now, like I'm showing you now, 100x, so you go 100x squared. Take the shift, 6 key, 100x squared, just like that, right? Double click it in the front, plus, shift, plus, 100x plus 180x, okay? 100x plus 180x. 180x plus 81. Plus 81. Okay? 100x squared plus 180x plus 81. We should get an answer of 10x plus 9, 10x plus 9 in parentheses squared. Okay? So we go again, solve all. 10x plus 9 in parentheses squared. Same thing as we have on the paper. So as you see, this Algebrator is awesome. So whatever that calculator depicts out that college is using, or however that teacher does it, he's doing it backward than what the Algebrator has. So he's teaching them backwards math or something with that CUDA math software. It comes out backward. So like I said, the Algebrator will show you the correct way. So if you're using some type of algebra that'll make sodas or some type of liquid equation, you'll get the correct equation. So use the Algebrator like I'm telling you to, okay? You'll get the correct equation and the correct answer in the correct format, okay? So now we're going to do 49n squared minus 56n plus 16. So again, you type new, and you type 49n, again, shift, and a 6 key, okay, 2 with a square, minus, I have a messed up keyboard, so bear with me, minus, backspace. Remember to double click, because if you click minus, it's going to minus right up there, and it's going to make you do a negative, square minus a 4, a square, 2 to the second power, and 4 to the fourth power. So it's 2 to the second power minus, to the fourth power. You don't want to do it like that. You don't want to do 2 minus 4 up there. You don't want to do that. So you backspace. Make sure you double click in front of it. So you see a nice big one. See how you see the nice big line right there blinking? Okay, now what you do is you type in the negative side. 49n squared minus, 56n. And most people won't show you this because they don't care. 56n plus 16. Shift plus 16. Like I said, I'm mind crop. I'm here to crop your mind. So solve all. And you look at the answer, 7n minus 4 to the second power in parentheses. 7n minus 4 to the second power in parentheses. You see that? That's beautiful. 7n minus 4, and you have the second power, and 7n minus 4 is in parentheses, and you have the second power on the outside. Look at that. Same thing. And I know most of you going, wow, I don't even remember the steps to that stuff, I don't even remember the steps to doing this stuff. I mean, I was awesome in high school at it. But I'm looking like, I don't know how to go back and do all that stuff. I'm 43 years old here. Like, who's going to remember all this math? And I'm an HTML guy. I'm an infotech with a bachelor's in information technology. I study computers and science and plants and flowers and moving plants, and I don't have time for math. We don't use math like that anyway. Only a doctor does that, or some type of chemist. So, like I said, use the Algebrator. More power to the guy with the big brain who likes to do all the math problems. That's what I say. So 7n minus 4 to the second power, okay? And you're seeing the answers come right out of this thing here, okay? Now, moving on. Okay, 343b squared minus 7b to the fourth power. And we should get this answer here, okay? So again, you grab your Algebrator, type in new, okay? And you begin. 343b squared, 343b, shift 6 key, 2, which is squared, okay? Minus, again, remember, double click in the front, minus 7b to the fourth power. Shift 6 key, the number 4. Okay, now we wrote down the problem. Solve all. Okay, what does it say here? 7b squared, parentheses 7b, parentheses 7 minus b. 7b squared, parentheses negative b plus 7, parentheses b plus 7. And it has 7b right here. And it's 343b squared minus 7b to the fourth. Why did that come out correct? Let's see. Why did that come out correct? Seven b squared. Ah, no wonder, right here. Double parentheses. Okay, let's try this over again because it shouldn't have double parentheses. Negative b minus 7b. 343b squared. Let's see, no. 3, 4. B squared. So maybe if I look 343 b squared minus 7b shift in the 6 key, okay, to the fourth power. Solve step. Solve step. Solve steps. Further simplification is not possible. So there's a negative b plus 7, b plus 7. It's negative 7 minus b, 7 plus b. See, 7 plus b, and then it has a negative b plus 7. This is the correct answer right here. And I'm going to show you how it gets the correct answer, how to prove it. Okay, we take 343b squared, so we're going to go and find out. We need a factoring special cases, So we need a factoring calculator, okay? So we go back and let's get a factoring calculator. So we take our factoring. This is what I had a problem with, and I couldn't figure it out until I went out. Factoring, so what's going to factoring calculator. No, I said factoring calculator. Calculator. Okay, factoring calculator. Here we go. Math problem. Okay, now we're gonna go back to 343. Okay, 343b. Okay, squared minus 7b to the fourth. So 343b squared. So you go 343b squared. 343b. Shift the 6 key. Squared. See, 343b squared, right? Minus 7b to the fourth. Okay. Minus 7b to the fourth. Minus 7b. Okay, let's get back on there. Minus 7b. Shift the 6 key. Okay, calculator. Okay, and it's 7b squared, b plus 7, negative b plus 7, right? And as you see, it's still giving us the same answer as the algebrator. You see that? But it's backward. The algebrator says 7b squared minus b plus 7, minus b plus 7, in parentheses b plus 7. This says b plus 7 minus b plus 7, right? But if you look at this paper here, it says 7b, 7 plus b, and then it has 7 minus b. There's no negative. So something's wrong here. That's why I said use the algebrator, because all your calculus, all that stuff will come out correct, especially if you like to make liquids to drink. And I have a friend named Dwayne. He was very good at math, and he knows how to make liquids and stuff and make things explode with math and different liquids. And if you don't calculate it correctly, so you can hurt yourself. Especially if you want to drink it, it may change your skin color, your eye color to a weird color, like green or orange or something. You won't be able to, go back to your regular color. So this is why I said use the algebrator, because the algebrator is giving you the correct equation, and this isn't. So whatever kind of calculator that is, it's kind of wrong. But we're going to use it just to show you, okay? Now you have an 81v to the fourth power minus 900v squared, okay? So we're going to try that one. So we're going to go to the algebrator, click a new sheet, okay? And I'm going to get this going. Okay, here we go. And we go 81v to the fourth power. So it's 81v, okay, shift in the 6 key, again, to the fourth power, okay, double click it in the front, okay, minus, minus 900v, shift in the 6 key, okay, squared. So we have that wrote up correct. 81v to the fourth power minus 900v to the second power, right? Or squared, okay? Now, what you want to do is press solve all, okay? And now you have 9v squared 3v minus 10 and 3v plus 10. And there it goes again with that backwards math. Okay? And it shows you the same thing she's showing you. As you can see inside of this here, 9v squared, parentheses, 3v plus 10. Here, and here it has 3v minus 10. So you have to do 3v minus 10 first, in parentheses, and then 3v plus 10 in parentheses. That's the way I would do it if it was a math problem that I had to drink or something. I would drink this before I drink that. You know? I'm like, why is this thing printing out this way? This is printing out that way. Now we can take this right here to the stage and go over to the factoring calculator. Okay? And we can, get to the nitty gritty here. Okay? And we go 81v cubed. Okay? 81v cubed. Okay? So we're going to go 81v cubed. So it's 81v shift cubed. Okay? Click it in the front. Make sure it goes back to the front. 81v cubed minus 900v squared. Okay, minus 900v squared. Minus 900v. Okay, shift and it's 16. You get the little up symbol. It takes it up. You press the number 2 squared. Okay, calculate it. Scroll down. Look at the algebrator. 9v to the second power. 3v plus 10. 3v minus 10. Negative, it says 3v minus 10, 3v plus 10, okay? Now here it says 3v plus 10, 3v minus 10. 3v minus 10, 3v plus 10. 3v plus 10, 3v minus 10. Look at the paper here. 3v plus 10, 3v minus 10. Now this calculator here got it correct the same way as that page. What it is the Algebrator prints it out backwards. Like I said in some of my classes, I got some of the answers backward, but I knew what the correct answer is. So this is what I'm showing you, a glitch that may be a glitch or something, which it ain't. It's just that certain calculators do it different. Certain people do theirs different, okay? But this is what certain calculators do to you anyway. And if we had a math teacher, she probably could explain why that comes out that way. But we don't have time to go find a math teacher. You got to go to college or get a tutor, and they're going to want money. Where's my money to learn that, So you're getting it free from Lionel here. I mean, this is the answer. You know what it looks like. You know what the answer looks like. Match it up with the answer on the answer sheet and pick it, because it can only be one out of many that are on the page. Sometimes they only give you 5 of them, 1 out of 5. And they're not going to type this up, 9v squared, 3 squared plus 10. You know it ain't that. And you're like, oh man, this is backward. 3v plus 10, 3v minus 10. I know what it is. It's backward. All right, it's that one. And you'll get it correct, okay? Common sense will tell you, oh, that's backward. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move out of here. And I taught you how to do those type of equations, which are where we factor special cases, okay? Let's see, percent of change. Let's see if we do this. From 45 feet to 92 feet. State if there's an increase or decrease. 45 to 92, that's an increase. 74 hours to 85, that's an increase. 74 to 75, that's an increase. 36 inches to 90 inches, that's an increase. 94 miles to 34 miles, that's a decrease. Okay, that's pretty easy. You don't need that. Okay, let's see. Multi-step equations. Okay, negative 20 equals negative 4x minus 6x, okay? Again, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Algebrator, type no, and it's a negative 20, okay? Get your little, on your keyboard, negative 20, okay? 20 equals negative 4x, okay, minus 6x, okay? Negative 20 equals a negative 4x minus 6x, okay? Solve all. X equals 2, right? Go down, x equals 2. No solution. This is say no solution. 4m minus 4 equals 4m, okay? 4m minus 4 equals 4m. So you go 4m minus 4 equals 4m equals 4m. Okay? Now, solve all m over 0 slash. That's what it says. No solution. Okay? That's what that means. So she's giving you something that says no solution. That's great. I like that. Okay, so now we know what that means. She gives it in a different format, but it's still the correct answer, no matter what. So that's good. The teacher would say, no, both of them are correct, Lila, just different format. So there we are. Okay, let's see. New 5p minus 14 equals 8p plus 4. Okay, so we're gonna write 5p minus 14. 5p minus 14. Okay, equals. And if there's some teachers out there, they can get on there and they can, point me down because I don't have a degree in math. But I'm still going to show these children out there how to use this Algebrator. It'll help. So it's 5p minus 14 equals 8p. Okay, plus 4. Shift plus 4. 5p minus 14 equals 8p plus 4. Okay, again, right here, solve. P equals a -6. Here's the answer, -6. Great. Awesome. She hasn't let us down yet. No matter what, she's not going to let you down. Okay. She just doesn't do word problems and things like that. It's just like math, all these type of things you need math for. Let's say fractions and stuff like that. You want to try one of these? We can try one of these. Let's see. -1. Okay, so we'll do this one. Let's try one of those. Okay. So we're going to go negative parentheses. Okay. So type the negative sign. Okay. And now you go right inside of her and you look at the parentheses sign. Where's my parentheses in here? Where's her parentheses? And she's right here. Check the parentheses. Okay. Now, -1 parentheses 1 plus 7x. Okay. So it's a 1 plus 7x. Okay. Inside the parentheses. Outside of the parentheses. You get -6. -6. Now she wants parentheses again. So you scroll back over and you click on parentheses right here. You click parentheses. Okay. Now, it'd be a -7 minus x. So it'd be -7 minus x. Okay. Outside parentheses equals 36. Double check. -1 plus 7x minus 6 inside the parentheses. -7 minus 7x outside the parentheses equals 36. Okay? Solve all. X equals 5. There it goes. X equals 5. This is an algebraitor. Okay? Very good to use. Like I said, very, very, very good to use. It shows you all the steps. As you can see here, there's a lot of steps to get that answer. I'm going to go ahead and blow this up for you. As you can see, it needed a lot of steps. You got a step here. You got a step here. You got a step here. You had a step here. You had a step here. You had another step here. You had one good final step before you got the final answer. X equals 5. If you go back on the page, X equals 5. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go back and find another one. Let's see. Absolute value equations. Okay, 6m equals 42. Now I can show you how to use this little symbol here. This right here. Let me see if it shows up. Let's see. New. Alrighty then. Okay, now. Okay. 6m. So we type in 6m. Alright. 6m. So go back into it. Okay. 6m outside equals, okay, 42. Now before we go all crazy with it and whatnot, no, we don't want to solve it like that. So we go back. Go new again. Okay, we're gonna pick that again. 6m. Okay, I'll get back in. 6m. Okay, outside equals 42. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to go down to the answer. It should be 7 and a -7. Okay, so go back to the Algebrator and say solve. What did it say? 7 and a -7. What did I tell you? The Algebrator is love here. Okay, and it shows you all the steps you have to do here. As you can see, if you have to write up your, show your work, like most algebra teachers say, at least show your work. I want you guys to do 2 questions in this type of format. I forget what that is. And they say, I want you to do 2 questions in this algebra right here. And I want you to show your work for, just 2 problems. Here's the work right here. Each step. Write it down just the way you see it. You hear me, young guys? Just the way you see it. And for all those out there who don't know math like me, just the way you see it up on this page here. Listen to what I tell you. Do it just the way you see it on this page here. Okay? Just the way you see it on this page here. M equals 7. M equals -7. ME. You don't need that part right there. You don't need that. 7, -7. You have the answer. If you look inside your book, you see, yep, 7, -7. Yeah, correct. Okay. This is the Algebrator. Okay? Now, let's see here. Let's try this one here. Okay? X over 7 minus 8 equals -7. Okay, X over 7 minus 8 equals -7. Excuse me. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to go back in, type in new. You hit this here. Now, inside of that, you need an equation. So you click that one. Okay, now, type X. Click the little gray box like I told you before. The number 7. Outside the box, gray. Okay? -8. So you got to use your negative sign. Okay? -8. Okay? Equals -7. Double check. X over 7 minus 8 equals -7. Great. Okay? Solve all. 7, -7. Like I said, she says show your work, or he says show your work. There it goes right there. There's the work. You open up, you blow the page up, and you write it the same way. You hear me? Don't care. Oh, I'm cheating. You're not cheating. You're using a calculator, bro. You're not the smartest, human on earth here. Okay, you got to get this work right. Your mom's paying $80,000 for college here. Can you hear me? Your mom's paying $80 or $90 or $125,000 for college. They're hard-earned money, and then you get home, Mom, I didn't pass. Why? I was scared to use the calculator. You better use this calculator and get that answer right, or your mom's gonna tear your heart out. Write it down the same way you see it on here. Let them see this YouTube video, and when they hear me say that, they're gonna look at you like, you better do what he says, because I don't want to just put out $80,000 and you come home because you didn't want to use the calculator and you could have used it. Right there, it shows the work. Right there. Right there shows the work, okay? Right there shows what you do. Here's the next step. She might even use for her classes, okay? Here's some more work. Here's some more work. Forget about that X and the E because they're going to know a calculator did it. But there goes the answer right there. 7, -7. That's what's going to show up on your answer sheet, okay? Either way. And it shows up here, 7 -7. You know that. You don't have to put the M and E. Duh. Did you see it on there? Do you see the M and the E on there? No. Then don't write the M and the E. Okay, now this type of problem here I want to show you too in the Algebrator. It's another one that worries me about you. So I'll go ahead and show it to you, okay? I don't have a problem. I'm not a math teacher, but I'm showing you how to use the Algebrator. So it's better. The math teacher is the Algebrator. So what we do is we click again here, okay? Get that little symbol there. Pops up here, okay? Now what do you got to do? You have to get the fraction sign, buddy. Alright. Okay, now what do? A minus 5. Okay? A minus 5. Very easy, okay? A minus 5. And under it, the number 8. The number 8. Okay. Outside the box here equals 5. Great. Good. Okay. Now, what do? Solve all. Okay? 45 negative 35. 45 negative 35. Come on, people. This is the algebra. What don't you put there? The A and the E. The A and the E. Duh. Come on. Slapping the head here. Okay? It shows you the work here. It shows you the work here. Okay? It shows you the work here. You're not a math whiz. I ain't either. Put the goddamn equation down, bro, and get your grade. Walk out with your head up. Let the other guy who sits over there and say, oh, a -5, a -4, -3, negative. Shut your -3 and -4 behind up. You didn't pass. I did. Bye-bye. Okay? Write it down, buddy, on the paper. Write it down on the paper. Get your grade. Walk out. Grab your degree. Oh, well. Open your company. Sit back. Later on down the line, that was a stupid you-know-what. Okay? Your mother will tell you, that was a dumb you-know-what. For his mom to put out 85,000 he wouldn't use a calculator. That's what they're going to tell you. You're going to be sitting there telling your kids, yeah, kids, I had a guy, Jason, man, he wouldn't use a calculator for nothing. We sat in class, and he'd always do it by his head. All right, well, that's a -10. Yeah, that's a -10, Jason. Okay, Jason, I hear you. Oh, that's a -45 and -32. And he already had 8 questions wrong. You could only get 8 questions wrong and get an F. Who's going to pass? You are. -45, -35, Jason. Come on. Look, here's all of the answers. You know what Jason would have did? A, E, 45, comma, -30. Jason, what are you using? Are you using a calculator? No, yeah, you're using something over there. Why, he could have just wrote it down, dude. Come on. Be a Lionel here, okay? When it comes to the math, do the math, use the calculator, get the grade, don't be a dummy, and walk out with a grade here, okay? Big clap, big slap on the 5. Your mom gives you 85, you get the degree. You're opening up a Dunkin' Donuts. You're walking in all type of companies, opening companies. You're getting your money by the bing, by the bang, by the bomb. You're in the bed. You're having fun with your wife. He's outside asking his wife, why can't he come in? You know, she's got the other guy on the couch with the degree that she wants to see, okay? Okay, you can be that guy if you want to be. Or you can follow me and do the calculator thing. There's no harm using the calculator. Grow a set of balls here, okay? Come on. Okay, now, let's see. Factoring by grouping. Okay, 8r to the third power minus 64r to the second power plus r minus 8. Okay, factoring by grouping, okay? So we're going to do this with the Algebrator. Also, new, okay? It's like we did before. Okay, just like we did before. Okay, kiddies? All you guys out there that are my age, you know? 8R, follow me, 8R, shift, 6 key, okay. To the third power, what you have to do, double click in the front, minus 64R, okay, shift and a 6 key to the second power, okay, plus, so you gotta double click in front, I want to do that math up there, it's gonna come out wrong, okay, plus, shift, plus, R, okay, minus 8. Good. Okay, very good. Double check. 8R cubed minus 64R squared plus R minus 8. Alright, we're correct. Solve all. And you look and you're like, okay, we solved all and it says R minus 8 in parentheses 8R squared plus 1. Okay, let's check and see what she gives us. For the answer, and I think it's the same thing we had there, buddy. And if you look, 8r squared plus 1, r minus 8. R minus 8, 8r squared plus 1. Who's winning and who's not? You are. You got the answer. He doesn't, okay? You're the ball buster. He isn't, okay? You've got Kelly after work. He doesn't, you know? You have Samantha in the bed. He doesn't, okay? You're having a coconut slammer battle on the beach. He's home whacking off to some YouTube video. Okay, listen to me here. And then she says, all right, I need you guys to show your work. He's like, oh, okay, I don't know how to show it. The calculator ain't going to do all that stuff, man. The calculator ain't going to show you all that. The Algebrator will, okay? First step. Like I just showed you how to write it in. Second step. Do all that good stuff in there, okay? Same way you see it. 2, 3, put a little dot, R to the third power. little fraction sign, 2 to the third power, put a little dot, r squared, minus sign, 2 to the sixth power, dot, r squared, 2 to the third power, dot, r squared, big parentheses, okay, plus, parentheses, r minus 8, parentheses, okay, 8r squared, big parentheses, r3 minus 2, minus, parentheses, 2 to the sixth power minus 3, parentheses, big parentheses, plus, parentheses, r minus 8, parentheses. Do you understand here? It's that easy. These are the steps, and bada bing, bada bam, there's the answer. I'm not going to be a dumb, whacked off little nerdy guy that doesn't want to do anything. So I want to do it without a calculator. Well, do it without a calculator, do it all, and get it all, and get away from me. Okay, I want to hang with you. I don't want to drink any of your sodas. I don't want any of your math, algebra problems. I don't want any of your cakes. None of that stuff you add up. I don't want any. If you ain't using Algebrator or the calculator, did the calculator share that? Well, I don't know if I should trust you, okay? Even the teacher will tell you, I don't want to trust that guy because he doesn't use a calculator. Now, any teacher in a college will tell you, I trust this behind because he used a calculator. That's too many steps and you're 43 years old. If you're 43 years old, you don't know all those steps to that problem. That's too many steps to remember, buddy, from high school. You're not a math whiz. The teacher just taught you. You only got 4 weeks in college to learn this stuff. How are you going to remember all those steps in 4 weeks? Duh. Calculator. Okay. Next female. Okay, let's see. 49x cubed minus 35x squared plus 56x minus 40. We should get that answer. Okay. Now, grab the Algebrator. New sheet. Like before. Duh. New sheet. Okay. Again. 49x cubed. So it's a shift and a 6 key cubed. Double click in the front. Okay. Minus 35x squared. Minus 35x shift and a 6 key squared. Okay. Double click in the front. Okay. Right in the front. Shift plus 56x. Okay. Minus 40. Great. What do? Double check it. 49x cubed minus 35x squared plus 56x minus 40. Great, everybody. We're not the nerdy guy who does it by the brain here. Okay? Solve all. Wow. What does it say? 7x minus 5, parentheses, 7x squared plus 8. Same thing here. Wow. 7x squared plus 8. Right there. 7x minus 5. Right there. The teacher will tell you it's still correct. It just prints it out a different way. Just put it the way you see it on the page and you get it correct. Wow. How hard was that? Not very hard. Like I said, that's the Algebrator. And that's how the game goes here. Let's see if we can find more. We're going to answer several of those. Several of those dividing polynomials. Polynomials. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do the division thing here. Okay. Again, new page, and we'll do the first one, which is that one up there. Okay. So you do parentheses. So you grab this little thing here, you click it, and you go m squared. You open that. You go m. Shift and a 6 key. Shift, a 6 key. Squared, right? Minus 7. So you double click in the front. Minus 7, right? M, minus 7m. Okay. Minus what? 11. Okay, inside the parentheses, outside the parentheses. Double click. Divide. Division's right here. Divided by. Great. We need another parentheses. Okay. Press the M. Minus 8. Okay. Double check it. M squared minus 7m minus 11 inside parentheses. Outside the parentheses is the division sign. Okay. Parentheses. Inside parentheses. M minus 8. Duh. Okay. Now, what are we doing? We're going to solve it all. What does it look like? Look like what you have there. Okay, we'll check it. We'll scroll down to the answer sheet. And there it goes. M plus 1 minus 3 over M minus 8. Wow. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it shows us the correct one. Which I don't think it's going to give us. M squared minus 7, M minus 11. M minus 8. Okay, something wrong. M squared minus 7M. M squared minus 7M minus 11 divided by M minus 8. M plus 1. M squared minus 7M minus 11. M squared minus 7M minus 11 divided by M minus 8. And it says M squared minus 7M minus 11. M squared minus 7M minus 11. M minus 8. I don't get this here. Why didn't it come out right? So we're going to go dividing polynomials calculator. Okay? If it does that to you, jump out like I said before and go on Google, buddy. Not sit there and keep going, oh, what's wrong? Learn what's not working. Dividing polynomials calculator, and bam, you got it right here. Long division calculator. And there we go. And examples X, long division, let's see. Dividing polynomials calculator. System equation, quality, properties, expression. Long division. They don't say long division. That's one thing. Dividing polynomial. There we go. Calculator. Alright, here we go. First polynomial, second polynomial. Okay. Alright. So, I don't think this is going to get answered. It might just get answered. M squared. So we go put it back up. M squared. So we go M squared. M shift squared. Okay. M squared minus 7M minus 11. So we need parentheses. So we got to get the parentheses side up there. Okay, so the parentheses side. M squared, so shift parentheses, 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 okay, inside of parentheses. You know, M squared, M shift squared, okay, minus 7M minus 11. M squared minus 7M minus 7M minus 11. Listen to me, young man. Right? And that's inside the parentheses. Outside the parentheses, the division sign. Okay, the division sign. Now we're going to get the division sign. Okay, what's the division sign in here? Your input, divide, x squared plus 7x. If the calculator did not compute something, you have identified the error. You have to suggest please feedback the comments below. Dividing polynomials calculator. The calculator will divide polynomials, quads, okay, all right, it will divide it anyway. So, divided by M minus 8. So we do another parentheses, share, parentheses, share, parentheses, M minus 8. Okay. Second polynomial goes down here. Input, M cubed, 15 cubed. Okay, that's why. Answer. Aha. So the first one is here. The first one goes there, right? And it's automatically going to divide it. It's automatically going to divide it. So you put shift, parentheses, shift, parentheses, M minus, let me not use that one. Okay, M minus 8 divided by m minus 8. So you put it in here, m minus 8, m minus 8. Okay, so it's m squared minus 7m minus 11. M squared minus 7m minus 11 divided by m minus 8. Okay, now calculate it. And we should get answer m squared minus 7m minus 11. M over m minus 8 equals m plus 1 plus a negative 3 over m minus 8. Okay, and if you look at this, don't get scared. Let's see if it's there. And just to say m squared minus 7m minus 11, m minus 8. Why doesn't it show up the question? M squared minus 7, m minus 11, m minus 8. Squared minus 7, m minus 11 by m by m squared minus 11 by m 8 on this calculator. So that see steps. Let's see, and m plus 1 plus, I don't know, synthetic. M squared minus 7. Yeah, there it goes. Answer. Yeah, that's to show you the different, what's it called, but it's m squared minus 7, m minus 11. Yep, there it goes. M squared minus 7, m minus 11, m minus 8. That's the answer right there. That's what the algebraitor said. Equals m plus 1 plus negative 3, m minus 8. So you just give them that right there. Put the equal sign, you write that there. There's the answer. So, therefore, there you have it. She answered it. Okay? Yes, she did. And there you have it. The school might ask you, or the college might ask you, just for that. You know, without the equal, could have given you extra. Could probably give you extra. Okay, so there you go. The algebraitor wins again. Okay, so therefore, we're going to go over to the page again, and let's see. We're going to try this one here, and it should come out this way. We should have to go equal again or anything like that. So, grab the algebraitor, and like I said, don't jump the gun. Like I said, I'm teaching you how to just grab something else and do it too. That's if she gives you questions that, you know, you don't have to really answer on a test sheet with the timer going, you know. But I'm showing you how to go ahead and type in that one word, dividing polynomials calculator, okay? Bam! Polynomial calculator, okay? Right there. You always type that in Google, okay? You always type what's up there. You feel me? Don't sit there and just type anything. Type what you see at the top of that page, brother. Okay? Now, okay, we go back into our page. And we're going to do the n squared minus 3n minus 21 divided by n minus 7. Okay, and we should get that answer. Okay? Now, we write parentheses. Okay, as you see, you need parentheses. So you're going over. Put the parentheses, okay? And we begin punching in what we have to punch in, okay? N squared, so we do n here is 16 squared, right? Gotta put in the front, don't be scared, minus 3n minus, okay, 21. If your friend's saying, dude, I wouldn't follow that because it's not good to use calculator, kick him in his head and tell him to get out your house. Because if my mom paid $85,000, I get a buck from the front door to the back door, from the back door to the front door, from the front door to the back door, around the earth and back to the front door and to the back door, like over and over again, okay? Until all that money's back in their pocket. Listen to me here, okay? Okay, now you need the division sign, okay? Right here is the division sign, buddy. Bam! The division sign. Okay, now check. N squared minus 3n minus 21. Divided by, you need another parenthesis. Parenthesis is right there. Okay, now, n minus 7. N minus 7. Okay, great. And this is what I use to get out of my math class and to make it out of college here. When nobody's there to help you, dude, you can't find a tutor online. It's cheap, like 20 bucks, $5, $10. Better grab this algebra and do what I do. And if you can't find it, hit that Google, buddy, and find a calculator, buddy, that works, buddy. Okay? Alright. Solve it all. And we have n squared minus 3n minus 21, n minus 7. That's weird. That's weird. This is n plus 4 plus 7 over n minus 7. Huh? That's weird. That's weird. N squared minus 3n minus 21. Divided by, parentheses, n minus 7. So, can't simplify it no more. Now we're going to go right back to, you know where we were, right here. Erase that. Erase that. You don't do it, somebody else will. What do you type in? What you see right there. N squared. So you use the parentheses, okay? Don't forget the parentheses. And she does this to me all the time. I mean, she does it to me too. That's why I'm showing you. Shift, parentheses, shift. Let's go back in. Shift, parentheses, shift, parentheses, shift, parentheses, okay? Inside of it. And what does it say here? N squared minus 3n minus 21. N squared minus 3n minus 21. N squared minus 3n minus 21. Minus and if you ain't got much time on that knob, you hear me? Do the hardest ones first, buddy. Do the easiest ones first, then go back and get as many of them as you can. Pass that class, man. I'm telling you something good. Same thing your mama said. You better bring something on, boy. That's the fight. Okay? That's the fight. Your dad and your mother. Hard-earned working money. And you sat there and you just walked out. You didn't get that man a fight. He going to tell you I would have put up a fight too. I went to college. I went to high school. I went to middle school. I went to everything. I'll put up a fight. My name lying. I'm going to get you one way or the other, man. I don't care. Okay? N minus 7. Write that in there. N minus a 7. You hear me? N minus a 7. Calculate it on up. And let's see if this matches what they got over there. And we look up the Algebrator, and it doesn't say that because we're going to go over here. And what does it say? N plus 4 plus 7 over n minus 7. Does it say that here? N plus 4 plus 7 over n minus 7. You know what they wanted? They wanted the answer. She wanted this one. That's the one she wanted to see. That one. The Algebrator doesn't give you that one. Why? I don't know why. Okay? But Lionel was smart enough to go online and get another calculator and whap it up, buddy. Okay? Big C for me. Big F for those who don't listen. Okay, let's do another one. So now you're all starting to wake up like, yeah, that was hardcore question. You really got it out there. I mean, I like that. Okay, listen. Fight back, okay? That's all I can tell you. Just fight back. Let's see. Multiply radicals. I don't even remember that. Wow. 3 radical 12 times 6 radical. Okay? Alright, so let's multiply radical expressions, okay? And the thing she has that there, which is this. Alright, so we're going to go new. Alright, so you go up front. So what you do is you type in 3 radical, okay, 12, okay, times. Now we lost it. 3 radical times, let's see, what is the multiplication sign on the computer? Let's look it up. What's the multiplication sign for computers? Multiplication on keyboard PC. Uh, Lock button, then hold alternate key and press 0 to 15 and leave it and multiply symbol as type. Hold the alternate key and press 0 to 15. Uh, let's see. Let's find
In
out
this
how.
video. First, turn on the numeric pad of your keyboard by pressing numeric lock button. Then hold Alt key and press 0 to 1 5 and leave it and multiply.
Okay, we know now. Great. We know now. Okay, now alternate 0. What is it again? 0215? Okay, alternate 0215. So roll down the alternate 0215. And you like that. Okay, then do it. So shift X. That ain't it. That's not gonna work. Oh my goodness. So what do they do again? Google. Keyboard.
In this video.
0215. Alternate plus 0215. Okay. This time I'm not gonna knock it down. Alternate 2 1. Messed me up. Okay. 0215. Shift alternate 02. Alternate 0215. 0215. Nope, it ain't working. Oh, it did it. It did it right there. Okay, let's go back. 3, 12 times 6. Again, we got to figure out how to do that. And I'm working with you to figure out how to do that right now. Let's see. Multiplication. What's this? Let's try it again. New. Okay. I'm going to grab that keyboard. We're going to do this together. We're going to find this out. We're all going to learn at one time. I'm learning right now because I have to go back to college and learn do some math again. So 3. Okay. I'm going to go over and do this radical. Radical. 12. Okay. Maybe this is the multiplication sign here. Let's see. Maybe this is. No. That ain't it. Log. No, that ain't it. That's me. So 3. Radical sign 12. Okay. 3 radical sign 12. Multiplication. That's what is 12. We're gonna just do the x. 12x radical sign, and now it's going over. So it's the shift x or something. Maybe let's see. Backspace. We're gonna have to figure out what it is going over top of it. So it's 3 radical sign. You know what? Right there, multiply radical expressions. What I tell you before, you get tired of it, write to Google, Smack the shit out of his ass. Fucking play with it. Okay? And hit his ass right there. Get up and fight back. Let's get it. Multiply radical expressions calculated. Radical equation. Simplify radical equation. Solve multiply radical expressions calculated. Right here. Okay, now. Okay, now. Cos, sin, tan, log. Okay, what does that mean? You don't got time for all that. That's why I say study now. See? Algebrator. Okay, example, solve. Okay, now what is this stuff right here? What's the sense of it? No. Okay, so we're gonna go to our algebrator. We're gonna go to our little multiplying expressions page. 3 radical 12 times radical 6. 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 So it's 3 radical 12. I'm gonna say multiplication sign I'm using. Simplify, factor, expand, graph. Let's find out what does COS mean. We'll find it. What does COS mean in math? Ratio left, adjusted side of the complement abbreviation COS. COS is equal to, okay, an angle. Remove that. Go right back and find out what does sin mean in math. Sin is one of the angles of the right triangle, okay? What does tan mean in math? Honor? You explain to them people because you don't forgot, you don't know what most of that is. So type it in, you can find out. What does tan mean? The ratio of the side of an opposite angle we know, or we want to know, over the side adjacent to the angle, okay? Now, okay, so you're like, what does log mean then? Maybe log means the multiplication. Log means x is the logarithm of n to the base of b, x equals n. So in which case, one writes x equals log b over n, for example, 2/3 equals 8, therefore 3 is the logarithm of 8 to base 2 or 3. Okay. Logarithm, okay. IN. IN. On it? The increase one larger or greater. Okay, greater or less than what does E mean? You gotta find that. E means multiplication dot. OPC. OPC. Lock button, then hold alternate key. So lock button. Let's see. Time symbol on max use ASCII. Okay, alternative ways to simple multiplication. X is also used for other purposes. That's what I said. Or an asterisk. What's an asterisk? Asterisk. Ah, I know what it is. I know what it is now. So what we do is we go back here. Asterisk. Shift that right there. There it goes. Shift 12. Okay, where's the math problem? Okay, the math problem will be here. Okay, 12. And then we do radical 6. Okay. Okay, and then we do another radical. And then we do 6. Nope, we gotta break that 12. Okay, we go out in front, I guess. Okay, 12. Okay. Let me see what comes out. Radical. Okay, 6. 3 times 12. 3 radical 12 times radical 6. Let's see. Let's go right there. 6. Let's see what comes out. 3 radical 12. Let's start radical 6. We may have to go back to use her again. So let's see. So it will be 6 times 3 times 6. Okay. And if we go back to here, we go down to the equation, it would be 18 radical 2. Wow. Oh my god. 3 radical 12 times radical 6. And I have to learn this myself here. This is making me crazy. We have to get this correct. We have to stop that from jumping over to the next. So it's okay. Why does it do that? So it's 3 radical 12 times radical 6. 3 radical 12 times radical 6. That's right in here. Yep. 3 radical 12 times radical 6. 3 radical 12. There it goes. Shift asterisk times a radical 6. There we go, people. I think we're going to win here. Times a radical 6 here. And we're going to solve 3 times 12. 3, what is this 3 dot 12 here? Okay, why does it say that? 3, 12. Just send it 3, 12. It's already. Get that out of there. You know what? New. So it'll be a 3, right? Radical. I know what we're doing. 3, radical 12. Let's see. We're getting there. We're getting there. New. So it'll be. They already got. Why don't we try this one? Or. So it's 3, radical 12, right? Click. Out front. There we go. Shift. Asterisk times a radical 6. If we solve, that, okay? Lower up. It should be 18 times a radical 2, okay? And let's see if she got it right. 18 over radical 2. There it goes. The algebraitor wins again. We just had to type it in there correctly, and I just showed you guys how to do it correct, okay? And like I said, it takes time to get this stuff right here. And look at all those steps you got to do. Wow, dude. I'm not remembering all that stuff, man. You got to draw up that. Oh, no. We're not remembering all that. You're not even going to get that right. I mean, you're looking like, oh, yeah, thanks for showing me. You're not going to get that right. Like, you're totally not going to get that right. Like, you're totally busted, dude. Like, I'm totally blowing his head off. Like, as soon as I get out of school, I'm just going to whack him one. Right? I'm not going there, okay? So, my name's Lionel. That's final. Mind crop of your mind, okay? Look at all these steps you got to do, kids. Look at all of these steps on 80 grand your mother just gave you. Go ahead and make yourself a wood belt. No, a metal one. With spikes on it, dude. There's a sack of bananas, some apples, some OJ, all kinds of superpower stuff, man, because that'll tear your body apart. Look at that. Those steps, dude. Look at all those steps. Like, wow, man. Like, you're going to love studying with me, dude. Like, I'm studying this all day long, like every day. We found it, so we don't have to worry about it. We know what to do. Like 18, radical 2, right? Okay, look, dude. 18, radical 2, dude. Oh, my. I'm like totally the bomb here. Okay, so you got to go shift and the number 8 key to win this, okay? So we're going to do another one. Okay, shifting the number 8 key. So it's radical 5 times a radical 10, okay? So let's go. Okay, we're going to radical 5, shift, add. What did I tell you before? Radical 5, right? Click it right out in front of it. Okay? Shift and the number 8 key. Shift radical 5 times a radical 10. Okay? Times a radical 10. Bada bang, right? Solve it all, baby. What does it say? 5 times a radical 2, right? 5 times a radical 2, right? 5 times a radical 2. Algebrator does it again, people. All you have to do, like I said, is study this thing here. Sit there and really, give it a whacker to the noggin of your brain here, and you'll be able to do it. I mean, it ain't that hard. I mean, let's go radical 20x squared times the 20x times the radical 20x. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. All right, here we go. New. Okay, you do the radical sign here. Okay. You go 20. Put in your x. What did I say before? Shift and a 6 key. Number 2. Okay, what did I say? Click it right in the front. Okay. Shift and the number 8 key. Okay. Radical. Okay. 20x. Hey, we're bitching, ain't we? Okay. Solve it all, baby. What does it say? 20x, radical x. 20x, radical x. 20x, radical x. You're not taking my mom's 80 grand, okay? You're not give us our money. You'll give us our degree. We're going to walk out with one, man. Okay? Do you understand what I'm showing you people? Fight back. We ain't the smartest people on earth, but we can be if we study, okay? And I don't want to leave you kids without all. Let me see this one here. Let's do this one. Let's do this one here. Let's try this one here, okay? There's no harm in trying, like I'm teaching you. There's no harm in trying. Anybody can make it if you try, okay? So we're going to go a radical 3. A radical 3, okay? Now you got to do the parentheses. So when you do, you click it right out front. Uh-huh. Now you click the little parentheses. Ha-ha. You need one parentheses, right? So you shift. So you take that one parentheses. And you shift. You do that one parentheses like they want right there. So that shift. One parentheses sign, right? And they ain't giving it to you. See? Parentheses. Parentheses. Aha. So it's shift. Alright, so we're doing it crazy wrong. So we're going to start over again. New. Okay? So we need a 2. Right? Radical 5. Okay? So you write down a number 2. Okay? Let me go 2. Radical 5. Okay, 2 radical 5. Then you do parentheses. Okay, we're looking at it correct. 2 radical 5. Then we do parentheses. But look what happened. The line went over, right? 2 radical 5 parentheses. Okay, so we back that up. Okay, do it again. Do. Okay, what did you say? 2. Okay, what? Radical 5. What did I say before? Click it right out in front. Get off me. Okay? Parenthesis. Now it's looking correct, just like that, right? Now it's looking correct. Okay. Radical. 6 here, okay? Plus 2. Plus 2. Wow. Bummer. Plus 2 here. Shift. Plus 2 inside the parentheses. Okay. Let's see if we did it right. So, okay, there it goes. 2, radical 30 plus 4, radical 5. We did it correct. Look at all those steps the teacher wanted to see. And we did it. We're going home with our degree. And you're not. Biggie, biggie, baby. See? Look at that. Look at those steps, baby. Write them on down. Put your little dots. Put your little radical signs. Get your little pen, put it in your pocket, go on outside, smoke your Newport, tell them I'm gone, get in your car, I'm going away. Going for another, I'm going for my girl, I'm going for my girl, I'm going for the day. Okay? He's going to go whack off and find out where his mom's 80 grand went, okay? You see that? 2, radical 30 plus 4, radical 5, buddy. I don't know that, man. I ain't been in school in a long time, man. You ain't got no teacher going to show you all those steps, dude. In 4 weeks, come on, man. Like they said, hey guys, you got a calculator to use it because I don't know how. I should try to do it, but I don't know if it's gonna come out right if you don't use a calculator. He don't care. He got all his. He's like me. I got all mine, but I'm not gonna do that to you. Come on, learn something. Fight back. Hit him. Hit him one good. You hear me? Hit him one real good. Now. Okay, it's much more here to learn, but as you see, we don't accomplish some of the hardest ones. Now you know how to do the parentheses. Okay, now let's try number 22. Okay, not number 22. Let's do number 25. Let's do number 25 here. That looks like a hard one to do number 25, right? So we're getting new. Okay, so we need the parentheses because we're gonna put all this in parentheses here. Okay. All right, so. We do the parentheses thingy. Parentheses. Yay. Bada bing, bada bang. Number 5. Bada bing, bada bang. Radical sign. Okay. Radical sign. 2x. 2x. Okay. We need the plus sign. Okay. We need the plus sign. We need the plus sign. We need the plus sign. And we need the plus sign. So you see plus. Okay. What did I say? Okay, you know what happened? We didn't cut it because we didn't cut the radical sign. So we're going to do what? Start all over. Okay, so we parentheses. Okay, go back to parentheses. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared. Okay, parentheses, right? Don't get scared, my friend. Don't get scared. Number 5. Okay, radical sign 2x. Okay, radical sign 2x. Radical sign, baby. 2x. 2 and x. Now what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You get it out front? Nope. You get it out front right here. Get back in there. There it goes out front. Uh-oh, she's out front. Okay. Shifting the plus side. Shifting the plus side. There it goes. Get off of me. Get off of me. Radical sign. Radical sign. Get off of me. Radical sign number 5. Right, buddy? Radical sign number 5. It looks the same way on the thing here. It looks the same way on the thing here. Okay. Now outside, do another parenthesis. Another parenthesis, another parenthesis. Go back, do another parenthesis. Bada bing, bada bang, bada bang, bada bong. Okay, you got the parentheses right? -4, -4, -4. So you go -4. Okay. Radical sign, radical sign, radical sign. Uh-oh, radical sign. 2x. 2x. What do you got to do? Put it out front. Nope, out front right here, right here. Right here. Hey, where you going? Get off us. There it goes. 2x. Okay, 2x what? Plus. Shift. Plus. What do you got to do now? Radical 5x. Radical. Radical, dude. Radical 5x. And it looks just like that. Look, parentheses 5, radical 2x plus radical 5. Parentheses 5, radical 2x plus radical 5. Parentheses negative 4, radical 2x plus 5x. Da 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 da. And we're gonna go solve all. And we should have the same thing. Negative 40x plus 5x plus 5x. Negative 40x, 40x plus 5x, 5x, 5x. We got 10x plus 10x plus 10 minus 4. Okay, 10x plus 5, 10x plus 5, and the radical x. We got a radical x. Everything's correct here. Who wins? The Algebrator. Not getting my mom's money. You see what I say, people? Negative 40x plus 5x plus 5x, radical 10, x minus 4, radical 10x plus the 5x, radical x. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that there. Back of the X. Negative 40x plus 5x, radical 10 minus 4. And then you have the rest of the equation, and we got it right. Write it up the same way you see it on the paper. Write it up the same way you see it on the paper, and you will get it correct. Okay, my name's Lionel, and that's final. Okay, you look at that. You write it up the same way you see it. And show your work for 1 or 2 questions. Okay, sure. I want to beat your head in. And you know what you do? You write it up. You'll say, Lionel, how'd you get that? Use a calculator. What kind of calculator? I use a polynomial calculator, radical calculator online. Yeah, I went online and typed in use radical calculator. Don't tell them the algebra. Don't tell them nothing. But look at all that stuff there. You get all of that in a blast. Beat his behind and take your cash. You understand me, boy? And walk right out with your degree. They can't say nothing because you got it right. You can't say nothing because you got it right. Write it down just like you see it on the paper. Write it down just like you see it on the paper. You see it? Right there, right there. Look at that there. Look at that. Right there. Oh, my God. Look at all those steps. Who's going to remember all that? Not me. And not you. So do the Algebrator and give them the clue. Okay, we did that. We did the, whatever that was, we did. Okay, using the distance formula. What is that? Find the distance between each pair of points. 20 minus 10, 8, and 6. I don't understand. 7, 3, 8, 1, 4. The distance formula. Okay, you know what? When he does that, you go copy. You take it behind right over here. Go back to Google. Back to Google, like I said. Back to Google. Back to Google. Left the circle, right the circle like Daniel, son. Okay, just like Daniel, son. Paste it in. Press the enter. Okay, this is the formula. All right, calculator. C A. No. C A. That goes. This is formula calculator. 2 distance calculator. Distance formula calculator. Distance calculator formula. Distance formula calculator. Did I tell you? There it goes right there. This is for my calculator. Alright. Now what do? You go right back to that page. You say 7, 3, and a negative 1, negative 4. Okay? So you go right there. 7, 3, and a negative 1, negative 4. Okay. Bam. Get away from that. Get away from that. Okay. So you go 7, 3, negative something. Okay? So you go back. Backspace. 7, 3. And it was negative 1, negative 4. Okay? And what do? You get some negative 1, negative 4. Yep. Negative, okay. Negative 1, backspace, negative 4. Calculate. And it's 113, right? 113. And what does it say for the answer? Radical 113, buddy. And looks like I got the answer again, buddy. I'm beating his down. Another teacher's like, he beats teachers down. You know why? Because I know how to use calculator. You ain't gonna get that right, buddy. You ain't gonna know what that means with all that numbers there. Come on, man. You're not a freaking calculator. I don't want to curse on YouTube, but you're not a freaking calculator. No. You're not a freaking calculator. Okay, let's do another one. And another one. Okay, 620 minus 6. Okay, 620 minus 6. So 6, 2. Okay. And then you use a 0 and a minus 6. Okay. So you go 0 And this is how you really get on them, -6. This is how you tell the teachers I want out. I mean, math is math, but you're not using this math for nothing. You need to put your sneakers on. You need to clock in for your job. You need to start your car. You need to have sex with your wife. Or do you need to have sex with your husband? Okay, all that is no, okay? Fight back, dude. Calculate 100 equals 10, right? Radical 100 equals 10, okay? And it says here, radical 100 equals 10, right there. 6 and 2, 0 and 6. 0 and a -6. 6 and 2, 0 and a -6. 6 and 2, 0 and a -6. Radical 100 equals 10. Okay? And in this case, he tried to throw you off, and he said, I want the 10. There it goes, right there. Okay, we're going to do another one. -5 over 4, 3, and 1. Okay? -5 over 4. Okay? That's how you get it. That's how you do it. -5 over 4. -5. And you fight back with that calculator. Over 4. And I tell you, he's telling you right. Do not sit there and be a baby. -5 over 4, 3 over 1. Don't start crying. You grab it and you do it. That's what I'm showing you. 3 over 1. After people fail college and kill themselves. Okay? -5 over 4, 3 over 1. My name's Lionel. I'll help you out. That's fine. Look at that. Radical 73, and doesn't say radical 73. Radical 73 it is. Okay, people. So you know what happens when the Algebrator doesn't have what you need up in there, okay? Because I don't see where I'm going to get that at. I don't know what I would type in on here to do that, you know? But for those questions that you can answer, do those answers, okay? Let's see here. Quadratic function. K plus 1, K minus 5 equals 0. Solve each equation by factoring. Okay, we're going to do this one. K plus 1, K minus 5 equals 0. Let's see if we can take that. K plus 1, K minus 5 equals 0. Back over here. Let's see. Control V. There it goes. K plus 1, K minus 5 equals 0, right? Solve. Wow. -1, -5. Let's see if that's correct. -1, -5, and -1, -5. Let's do another one. Let's do number 2. A plus 1, A plus 1 parentheses, A plus 2 parentheses equals 0. Okay, we go back into the Algebrator. New. Control V. Okay, and solve. A equals -3 over 2. A equals -1 over 2. Why is that? A over 1 equals 1. -1, -2. Why did it come out like that? I don't know. New. Okay, A plus 1, A plus 2 equals 0. So we went it up. A plus 1, A plus 2 equals 0. -1, -2, we checked it in more. -1, -2, and there it goes. -1, -2. Okay, another one. Right here. That guy, he wants to answer this question. Take it. You go right over here. Press new. Control V. Okay, and solve all. Okay, -5 over 4, -1. Go right back in. -5 over 4, -1. Like I said, the Algebrator really helps out, bro. In math, I'm telling you, like, you don't need this stuff to tie your shoes, screw your wife, beat your kids, none of that. So, oh, you gotta answer what's what 2m plus 3 in parentheses 4m plus 3 equals 0 before you can beat me, okay? So I need you to answer that and all, and stuff like that and all. No, you don't need that. Well, hey, you're gonna get whacked up here. So, get using the calculator. As I was taught by my math teacher, Lionel, grab the calculator and swing back, please, because I will grade you now. Solve it all. -3 over 2, -3 over 4. Okay, -3 over 2, -3 over 4. -3 over 2, -3 over 4. Look at that. You understand? Do you understand? My name is Sammy Chicken Davis Jr., Charlie Chicken Davis Jr., James Chicken Davis Jr., Tanya Chicken Davis Jr., okay? We get it in here. Okay, I'm not putting that up there because that goes wrong. Right, something wrong with that. I said x squared and copy that. Okay, Okay, how did I get to go that way? Why is it doing that? That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna write that up. Alright, let's write that up. X squared. Alright. So we go x squared. So we're gonna go grab this, we're gonna put it here. Okay. X squared shift in the 6 key squared like we can do that. Okay. Click minus, okay, 11, 11x, right? Plus 19 plus 19 equals, okay, equals a negative 5. A negative 5, okay? We wrote it in there. Check it. X squared minus 11x plus 19 equals a negative 5. Solve it all. And it says 8 and 3. 3 and 8. Whatever you want, you got it up there. 8 and 3, 3 and 8. It don't matter. We still got the question. There's the answer, okay? Now, we'll do another one. No. We'll do n squared. N, right? If number 6 key squared, okay? Double click it in the front, okay? Minus 10n, and right? Shift plus 22 equals a negative 2. Wow, right? And then what you do is you solve it all, baby. 6 and 4, baby. 6 and 4, baby. Like I said, I'm running out of time here. I love you guys. This is Minecraft with another helpful video on how to use the Algebrator. Now I'm going to take you to the last and final part, and that's where the Algebrator is, man. Okay, man, I'm going to leave a link in the description for you, man. Okay, this little site right here of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Okay, this is where you get the Algebrator from. Algebrator, it pops right up. I'm going to leave a link in the description. It goes algebrator.freedownloadscenter.com/windows/free/, okay? And you'll see downloading the Algebrator 5.0.2.4364. Looks like a good pick 6 number, but that's if you want to use it. But like I said, you have other stuff here that you can use and things you can get. You know, count anything if you want. That thing counts anything. You know, like this is what some nerds go out there and do. They make all this stuff for you. And this is how we get down, us nerds. Okay, this is how we get down. Okay. So this was another helpful video from Minecraft. I love you guys, and be good in college. When that teacher throws you those math questions, do what I told you. Grab that Algebrator or go on Google, and that means go on this site here and fight back. You know, grab that distance calculator, that distance formula calculator. If you don't know what that says up there, you look it up right here. You say solving by factoring calculator, okay? You copy, go right over to Google, backspace out of there, right in here, Control V, and put calculator at the end. Right there, right here. So right here, calculator. Okay, quadratic factoring calculator. Right here. Math papa, math papa. Okay, now, what's the problem? You take this, you copy and paste it, copy. Okay, Control V, might come up with these little squares. Okay, it came out. K plus 1, K minus 5 equals 0. You look again. K plus 1, K minus 5 equals 0. You take this little thingy here, and you don't let them get you. You move it out. You calculate it, and you go down, and there's the question. K equals 5 or K equals a negative 1. If you look on your paper, K equals 5 or K equals negative 1. Either way, fight back, dude. Okay? This was Minecraft with another useful, helpful, and mindful video. You guys out there like to add in your head or whatnot, you know. Jesse Maswiz or whatnot. Terry the math guy. You know, the guy that kisses all the girls in the hallway. Now, you're the guy who's kissing all the girls in the hall, you know, taking them home and whatnot and all. He's the guy looking in the window, you know, trying to hand her a blunt, whatever, you know. Have fun, guys, but fight back in college, okay? Bye-bye.